Welcome to Shadow Empire playthrough. In the description you can find link to the playlist. Before each episode I wait for your comments so we can play and learn together. So let's check your comments. One person asked why I am waiting for the enemy units to die from starvation instead of simply finish them, unlock the units and move forward to the next pocket. I think it might be a good suggestion. So let's move our unit closer to the enemy and check them. As we know, they are starving and dying. There is probably one unit or more, we don't know, because recon is 48, and they have the posture hold the line. So they have 50% increased on defense and will rather stay and fight. So our unit currently, if I would attack even such weak enemy, we wouldn't have good odds in that battle. Because they have defensive posture, it's hard difficulty, they have entrenchment, also we have minus 34% because of their combat armor, and we have defensive posture. So before we had defensive posture because they had technological advantage and we had to defend. But now maybe it's good time to simply switch the posture. So let's try. The posture belongs to the whole formation. So we need to jump to the headquarter unit, and here we can change the posture. If we scroll down, I will remove the current posture. And now we can go back to this unit and let's double check. Now the odds are much better. We could attach motorbikes, but then you can see it will not help. But it doesn't decrease our chances in the battle. It simply means that we will have some losses because those guys have padded enviro suits. So the odds are telling us more or less what is the risk of having losses and not exactly what is the chance to win the battle. And we might try this attack.
Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful.
Please notice that they have here 75% supply modifier. So this is what the suggestion was about, because unit out of supply will have huge modifier to their combat power. So if we go to the details, second round, because then we can see more details about enemies. And please notice that normally they would have 271 defense, but because of the readiness, they have minus 44%, and then, because of the supply, minus 75%. So their hit points decrease to 37 only because of those two numbers. Then they have some positive bonuses, so they can recover up to 89. But 89 is not much. And our attack was also decreased because there was attack startup. So in first two rounds, we have lower chance to hit enemies because we are approaching them. But still, we managed to have 89. So exactly the same as their hit points. So in this situation, we have exactly 50% to hit our enemies. But please check that in round 3, if we are attacking enemy, we don't have this attack startup modifier. So our attack is 178 and they have even lower hit points because during each round of the battle, their readiness decrease, also entrenchment. So in this case, they ended up with 62 hit points compared to 178, which means nearly each of our attack is successful. That was a good advice. Thank you very much. And now we can free our units and move them to a different area where they are more needed than here assisting the nearly dying unit. For example, our motorcycles can go and do some recon. Here we can do the same. We have two units. They have hold the line. We can move one of our machine gun infantry battalions. They have also two additional support units which might help during the battle. And let's try and check what will be the odds. So I select this unit from the south and this unit from the north. And we have 40% concentric bonus. But please notice that there is 25% attack saturation modifier, which means we have too many units. If I will add another unit, it will not change a lot because this is increasing. So probably I will attack only using those two units and we'll see what will be the final result. The worrying element is that we have not enough recon, so they might have some hidden defender modifier. But let's check.
Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful.
So you can see that even if we had 8-1, it was quite risky because they had only minus 38% here. It means that they had some supplies. So the longer you keep them, the bigger the supplier modifier will be. In this case, they were starving and not dying. So probably we attack too fast. Maybe next round this fight would be much more successful. So it was not worth in this case. But let's double check the details. For example, in round 2, if we switch to the Azonia Pax battalion, you can see that here they scored a hit, and the hit was resulting with a kill. But in this case, they were very lucky because we had 500, they had 170, so they had less than 20% to hit us, but still, this is a battle, and some random situations can happen. Also in round 3, the same situation, they had 200 attack, we had 540 defense, so still they had less than 25% of chance to hit us, but it was a kill. So it means that even attacking the weak and starving enemy can be dangerous. Defender had supply modifier minus 37 on average, both to attack and their hit points. The defender's hit then was quite low, so there were no hidden enemies, but still we were unlucky. I think it was a good comparison how the different level of supply can affect our battle. I was not using the artillery because it's, as you remember, 25mm howitzer, so they probably would be ineffective against combat armor. So I use them mainly for defensive purposes, but maybe we can move them here and try next round to help fighting those guys. You are asking what happened to the Lyra who was leading the rebellion against our regime. So she was our former secretary, we have defeated her forces, and she was captured. Here you can see the moment when she enters the streets of Flint Zone. People are angry when they see the traitor, and for her it was a kind of punishment. Later, our Secret Service Council discovered that also Oli, our former advisor, was involved into the rebellion. He was financing silently this activity, and before he managed to escape to the nearby regime, he was captured, arrested, and now they both will spend the rest of their life in the prison. Of course, Rico will send them a bottle of wine from time to time. So this is how the rebellion ended. You also notice that one of our governors in the Hollister zone is quite good. So Mr. Archibald, he has quite good skills for a governor. High intelligence, agriculture, investigation, administration, and also oratory. So he is a good example how a governor should look like in our regime. Opposite to Rico, who couldn't learn much since we nominated him as a governor in our capital. Okay, some prospecting skills, but in general I was expecting more. And in our prairie zone we have Logan, but he's known from his corruption and he already has stolen 300 credits. He is not a good example of a governor. Thank you for this question. You also notice that here we have a rare metals deposit. Ease of mining 3, 6,600 rare metals. It's a good, perfect location within 6 hex range from the city. So very good. Also we can check the other deposits. If we go to stats, all resources, here we have rare metals, here we have water, and here there is another metal, but sadly it's also level 1, but 14,000. Maybe here will be another zone. And if we are checking the stats, we can also switch to scavenge points, and here we have some ruins. So you have noticed that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 ruins, and here we could build a kind of scavenging zone. It's a good idea. Thank you for this suggestion. The other suggestion was that maybe we should stop sending spies to Azonia packs because they are simply killing them, and maybe we could explore the east. But to know the situation better, from this map we have low visibility because you can see that I am clicking and nothing is changing except the banner fort and landing territory. But there is a workaround. If we go to the stratagems and we would like to send any diplomatic card, then we click target, and now we know much more details. So on the west from the banner fort there is Sozonis territory, relation 24, status unclear, and west from them there is Regalio territory. So those are the Beastmens. And then we have major regime, Torois Republic. So we have a nice buffer on the west. And going from the landing territory where we have war and going east, we have here the Potion territory, some unknown minor, and here Ezolo Imperium, and this is interesting. Maybe we can do some diplomacy with them. And then we have some other minor regimes. So here there is some area captured by the third major regime, but I'm not sure if I can trust because I don't have enough recon. So it's a good suggestion to send spies also to the east. Here, this gray area is another minor regime. We need to spy more minor regimes, south and the east. Thanks for the suggestion. And if we jump to our capital, clicking on this banner, then you have noticed that this asset is still in the maintenance mode, and they started to build the ice mine. And the suggestion was that maybe we should nationalize this ice mine by 1000 credits, and then maybe it will convince them to enable the big ice mine. They are producing nearly as much as I can produce in the same variant of public station, because I have big bonus here, 120% bonus from private economy and also 20% from governor, and also it will cost me energy and workers. But if in next 1 or 2 rounds they will not change the situation and they will still continue building another level of ice mine, maybe I should nationalize this one. We'll see. Also, one person was surprised that I have reduced the spendings for model design. So model design was reduced to 8% in the same round where we have discovered charged small gallows arms. So what I can say, we did the reduction before. I noticed this discovery, but anyway, we will not upgrade our army each round. But anyway, we need to research that and then prepare the upgrade process of our army. So we have time to do this. So in my opinion, 8% should be enough. And now our effort is here. So the blue technologies, especially volcanic energy tapping and deep core mining. And then we'll switch to this and then we will try to open advanced chemistry to have metal soil filtration. So from the military technologies, probably I would like to have cluster bombs, charge Gauss small arms, and rocketry and RPGs. Those 4 would be nice to research. That's why I think it's a good moment to call our military research council. Let's call him and start some research.
Copy that.
So as you noticed, we have now the possibility to have much better weapon. Let's do it, because we don't know what the other major regime has. Better to be prepared.
Copy that.
And applied science, asking for research objective. Currently, I will select no target. We have enough energy and we would like to maybe discover something more useful.
Yes, sir.
And the last comment was regarding the budget changes I did. So now we have much more leaders who are unhappy. So if we go to the cabinet, you can see that here 80, 66, because we decrease a lot the foundings for model design. He is also unhappy. So I'm hoping that our former interior council, who is sitting here in the reserve pool, Neida, that she will improve. And to improve her, we need to give her some medals, some gifts, some commercial gifts, and then we can nominate her back as an interior council. And then I hope that she will improve relation with our leaders. But we need to be careful because her relation is below 50, loyalty is below 50, and ambition is quite high. It means that she might go away or rebel as our former secretary. So I would like to improve her relation now. I don't want to lose her. So let's play a stratagem, something that does not require a lot of political points, and we have money. Let's give her commercial gift. Relation improved by 83 points. General, it was very good roll by Prudence because difficulty was 100 and she rolled 101. So the dice roll was 95. By the way, you can hover this highlighted word and then you can see more details regarding the roll. Okay, very good. So now she is very happy and we don't need to be afraid that she will leave us. But one gift is not enough. We need to give her something more. next round. Okay, so let's go to our front line. Enable operational logistics by pressing 6, and now enable logistic by pressing L. So we have current logistics. And what we can do here? First of all, I would like to have green brigade on the south, brown brigade in the middle, and pink brigade on the north. So let's move a bit the units to avoid spreading them everywhere, because then we'll have problem with HQ power. So where we have green units, here is one, but there was also a comment I forgot. Somebody suggested that we can simply move this lonely Galactic Republic unit to this unit and merge them using the transfer option. So I can move this unit to the 9th Machine Gun Infantry Battalion, transfer, and now this battalion, if we preview them, you can see that here we have our 100 GR grade infantry soldiers. So this is a very good suggestion to use this unit, but we have lost our movement, but still we can do the strategic movement. And this is enough for us. And I would like to have them on the south. So probably here would be good. And let's find another green unit. I think there was one here. So this unit also, we need to move and strategically jump here. Now we have the whole brigade in place. Now the brown brigade. Let's move the units a bit, probably up to here, but I would like to keep them in the green logistical layer. So let's move them and create a kind of arrow pointing to the capital of our enemies. Those units also can go there. We need to break through enemy lines and cut their units from the capital. So to do this, I will need to have some better offensive power of those units. So I will go to the headquarters of Brown Brigade by clicking this button. And first I need to move the headquarters before doing this operation. And now in the unit administration, I would like to upgrade our light infantry brigade to the assault infantry brigade. So they will have also tanks. So let's do this. And now nothing changed. But you can see that the NATO symbol changed. It's a bit different than in case of machine gun infantry. Machine gun has this bottom triangle field. Normal infantry don't have any, and those on the left and right triangle field. So currently what changed? Of course we have different name, Assault Infantry Battalion. But if we go to the unit administration and check the table of organization and equipment, you can see that we are now Assault Infantry Battalion and we are missing one unit of light armor. So this is the change that we did. So currently to fill this gap, we will use replenish troops because in reality we are missing one subunit. So I can use this option and you can see that here we have another tab where I can produce tanks that will join our unit. So I select Avengers, I can select only one because only one is missing and produce. So I am not replacing from the units that are inside SHQ, but I am buying a brand new Avenger and instantly it will join this unit. So please notice that now this unit has strength of 11. So we have 10 units of infantry and 1 unit of Avengers in version 2. And we can do the same for more of them. So here 11. Let's do it third time. And we can do the same for the fourth unit. So replace light armor Avenger, but we cannot. Because to do this operation, we need 96 logistical points and we have only 87 available at the pickup hex, which is 46.4. So if we find not this one is 46.4. So you can say, but I have here 182. Yes, but this is only what's available in this hex. But to do the transfer, we need to have connection up to the SHQ. So in reality, the true number is 87, which is visible also here. So we cannot upgrade more those units. What else we can do? This unit will be very helpful to do some recon. Maybe I can move them also a bit. Or we can see more. Probably they will move back and protect the capital. Bikers are also quite experienced, so I would like to do the same for them. So I will upgrade the motorbike formation to the motorbike battalion in version 2. So this is second version of the formation. We are not talking about models here, but we are upgrading the formation. And of course, our table of organization and equipment changed, and we are missing 2 buggies. Because in previous episodes we have modified motorcycle formation using the customization points, and we added 2 buggies. We can check if we can also do some replacement, but this time for buggies. We can, but only 1. So let's do it. So now you can see that our motorcycle unit contains riders and also 10 buggies. So we'll be much stronger, and in defense will be very good. Oh, I see there is another green unit, so we can move them somewhere here to protect our south. And the pink units I will move here, maybe here, to prepare our offensive. Same with that unit. But the important part is also to capture this airport. Do we have here anyone? Yes. This unit can go here and move further. So the airport will be also interesting to have, because we plan to have some aircraft. Here we have some pink unit, but maybe I need to go back and simply finalize those guys as you suggested. So maybe this unit can go here. You also, headquarter can go to the airbase. You here and you here. There will be some fighting, and this unit can go here. Is our city in danger? Let's hope not. They are not able to reach this hex quickly without supplies. Okay, so here we have a nice formation, upgraded and stronger. Here we can move a bit our headquarter. What we have here, Militia. I would move a bit those motorcycles. I will switch the position, simply move them here, because they have low readiness, and we'll do also some recon. Oh, there is metal is of mining 6, and it belongs to Azonia Pax. So we need to continue our journey in that direction. But what's that? Regalio territory. This is very good discovery. Okay, but we don't have any other unit that can help here. I hope they will not take it. This is a Regalio territory. Let's check if Azonia has a war with Regalio. They have... I don't have enough recon, because I stopped sending spies. Very interesting. So the militia could go here, because they are too weak to do something useful. And we need to block those guys. Probably we can even assign those buggies to the 3rd Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. They will be green. And maybe also regarding those bikes, we can upgrade from the Model 1, not upgrade but replace, to the Riders version 2. Can we do it? No, we don't have logistical pads. So to do the upgrade automatically, I need to also allow this in the models. So let's go to our models, motorcycles, and it was 3rd Independent Motorcycle Battalion, but they are part of 1st Assault Infantry Brigade. So here we have tolerated, but I need to check where we have old riders. So also here we should tolerate, and also probably here. And how about machine guns? We don't have those. We have some of those, but everywhere we should have replacements. Still 1600. And infantry, nobody. In variant 2, in variant 3, we have still 1000 in variant 3? I need to check where. Here, in the 3rd Assault Infantry Battalion, we have in variant 3. Probably we will not be able to upgrade them. So I hope next round they will upgrade automatically, but to do this, in our SHQ we need to have some units. So we can upgrade. If you are using quality system, from time to time you should upgrade also the old models that are sent from the units as a replacement. So you can upgrade them here, and then they can be sent back as a new units for a replacement. You only cannot do this with mechanized units. And here we have militia, so we cannot upgrade them or replace. So it means that we need to get normal replacements. Soldiers 4, let's add 500. Good to have some units here. And it looks like we have here our tank battalions, but using the old model, but they still can be helpful. The question is where to send them. Here on the south we have a war with nomads, but also here, this is a risky area, and here. So another tank battalion would be quite useful here if we use strategic move up to here, because they are too heavy. But I think this area is more in danger, so I will use this road and send tanks here. And this reminds me that also we have here a situation with those nomads, marauders. I will use our tank unit that is needed here in the front line, so we need to quickly deal with those guys, attack them.
All clear, sir.
Quick and easy. And now we can move to the road. And next round I will use strategic movement to transport them, but they are quite heavy, nearly 500 logistics. So I will put here, using the traffic signs, a custom pull point marker, 500 logistical points needed, because I need to transport this unit from here using strategic movement. Because they could, of course, drive on their own, but it will be really costly regarding fuel. By the way, we are really draining our fuel, so I cannot move our tanks too much. Strategic move is not using the fuel, but I need the points to do this. Also, I would like to move them somewhere here, even here. So probably here I need also the same. So 500 logistical points. It means that we can preview our logistics, and now we can see this black bar means that those are custom pull points, and we can check how our logistics is doing. So if we, for example, hide units and check this crossroad and go to preview log, and here we can see some interesting elements like plus 40 action points cost because of branching, and also here. So you can see that if the prioritized flow of logistics from SHQ up to this hex had to cross 6 crossroads, where the points also distributed into the other directions, it's causing the branching. And the branching is not a problem up to 4th. But starting from the 5th branching, we have increased cost of action points. And 6th is plus 40, and it will increase. So where we can check branching? Branching counter is visible here as the last number. This BR means how many branchings was on the path of this flow of logistical points. So to reduce this problem with action point cost, we need to decrease the amount of branchings on the path. So let's see that we have here 6 and here 5. And let's hunt for some unneeded branchings. So those are not counting because this road is completely closed. But here, what is that? I am losing here some logistical points. I need only 100, not 176. So I can so I can go to the crossroad and close everything except pull points. But sadly, in this case, this still will be counted as a branching. So you can see that we received points from south. We had 4 branchings, and we are sending to north, and we have increased branching by 1. So sadly, if you allow pull points, the branching increase. But if I would disallow pull points, then you can see we are receiving from south, and the branching counter is 4. And here we do not increase the branching counter because no points are leaking in that direction. But if I allow pull points, then some points are leaking here, and it's increasing the branching counter. So we need to find different roads where we can stop. For example, here. I don't need this old road, so I can close it completely. And now you can see, if I open it, I increase branching from 1 to 2, but if I disallow pull points, I don't increase the branching. Here we cannot do much. Here on the south, we could only allow pull points, but it will not help with branching, but will help with redirecting more logistical points down the road here to the front line. Please notice that the custom pull points is working. So we have here 560. Without the custom pull points, we would have less, because custom pull points are pull points, and we are allowing pull points. So where we can, oh, what's that? This is very suspicious. We are losing 124 points only because of this one hex. So here we can disallow any points and close this road. Also, we can do the same with those two roads. So close the road here and the road here. So at the end, we have better situation because we have only one line of points which have fifth branching, and the rest is much better. Also, we have more logistical points here. So we need to be really careful with especially the private assets that are opening new roads, or some new lands that contain already built road. Here was complete waste. Probably I will have to connect those roads in future. So I will have some supply base here, because here we have track station. I hope soon it will be ready. 0.4 turn left. So next round it should be ready. And here we can build supply base. Why here? Because I don't want to build far away from the Hollister zone. I don't want to increase administrative strain. And the supply base, you don't have to build it at the edge of the range of your track station. So normally, if this track station has 100 action points, so it means we have a range of 10, I don't need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and build here supply base, because that would increase administrative strain in this zone. I can build the supply base here and the extension point will apply in the same way. So in this case, it's better to build it here. Also, this road on the south will benefit from the extension point. And if I would build it here, the road would not benefit from it. So here is the best spot to build a supply base. So let's do it.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
But because of the workers, delegate this construction to the Flint zone, because I don't want to use the limited workers in Hollister, because the situation is not good. We have still more jobs than workers. Do we have any colonists? We have 300. So we can send 300.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
So now we are missing only 100 workers. What we can do to fix this situation? Let's enable units. Here we have Militia regiment that maybe can move and capture the last remaining area of rebel forces, but we cannot reach this zone. But we can repaint the zone. We can click Z and we can repaint a bit this zone. So now we are in our Hollister zone. We can click M to enable move mode. And what we need to do with those guys? We need to simply scrap them. I need them as a population. So scrap.
Yes, sir.
We will get some ammo, food and metal. Very good. And you will work in our factories as workers, and you will stop those adventures across the wastelands.
Yes, sir.
Now, in our Hollister, we should have 8,000 population. So maybe the delegation can be removed next round. Do we have any militia regiments? Here we don't see militia units, so we need to switch to the militia forces and check by zone. Here only 4 and 6. And here 6, 6, 8, 24. We have one regiment. We can click it. Oh, this is a new regiment that appeared thanks to our feast feature, volunteerism. And we can move them maybe strategically. No, we cannot. Yeah, we can move them to the road. Let's switch to the normal logistics. So maybe I will scrap only soldiers.
Yes, sir.
Maybe some zero guns, but I will keep some of them. So 200 will be useful. And the rest can be transferred to SHQ using the transfer button. Move everyone. And now they appear here. There are 2 pages. So those 500 militia are in variant 2 and the 600 are in variant 1. So I can scrap those guys because they have worse models.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and this way it will be much better. Okay, so what we can do? We have low of fuel, so maybe we should do some trading. Let's check. what we can sell. Metal is still quite good regarding the price. Maybe we can sell everything. So 60 metal. I think it's worth 3000 credits. Good deal.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we can buy some fuel. I'm not sure if there is any fuel to buy. No, fuel is not available. We can buy some machines, one high-tech.
Yes, sir.
Still we have 4000. So open our minimap and let's maybe jump here to northeast. We have one unit to deal with. So bikers do the recon. You guys go here. Prevent them from moving. Go here. And you can stay in place. We'll see next round. We cannot attack, but I see they are also in bad shape. It looks like they are decreasing their numbers. So here, let's uncover some area. You also, you can go this way. One round without supply will be fine. Oh, here is nice valley, so you can even go there. Probably we need to extend this road a bit, but they should survive one round. So this unit probably should go east. And here, what we can do here. Our blue brigade is approaching. Can we attack? Yeah, this round probably we can. So I would only move this unit here to cut them, and you also will help with that. This blue unit for better recon. Some units from north. And we can try to attack from multiple directions. Let's hope no losses, but let's check. There are some losses. But as in any battle, it's possible. But the result overall is very good. We have killed those by cavalry and we earned some experience. Now we can take this. Probably that was their hidden capital that they were trying to protect. So let's take it and we'll see if this will influence them somehow. I suspect that if you capture the hidden capital, then if they are surrounded, then they are start losing units, even if they are territory. But this is only my theory. So let's go south. So this militia can go east also. We need to, militia may need to explore and push the borders because they cannot effectively fight. So you guys also, I don't need you here. So let's move there. And our units can expand a bit. Tanks. Tanks can continue, but only by one hex. I don't want to be attacked because they don't have side skills. So you, can I send them anywhere? I remember that we need a lot of machine guns as replacements. So I would simply move them north and then disband if there will be a possibility. So those guys will be treated as replacements because now we don't need them. And other units need those zero guns free. So here, nothing left, then simply expand. By the way, this is magic swords, and this is only hex perk. This is not free folk town. This is hex perk. And also, if you go to the VidCon, you can see that we have found the treasure near magic swords in the prairie zone. So also normal hex perks give you a chance to find a treasure, not only free folk towns. So before I thought only free folk towns, but any hex perk can give you a treasure. So let's expand a bit. And this is risky, so we need to move and block them. Also, you guys do the same. Motorbikes need to protect the town. This tank will evacuate next round. We need more militia to protect the borders. Also here, there is some unit probably. We need more smaller units to protect this area. So let's check what we can do. Staff council is unhappy because he has attached advisor, and of course there is friction. -18. So we need to detach advisor. So click advisor, call and detach.
Understood.
So next round he will be also happier, and he's faction leader, so we need to be careful. And let's check urgent issues. It's good to check it from time to time. Negative cash flow, but we are rich currently because of the metal. What we can find here? Oh, this is important. In our metal zone, we have worker happiness 47. So let's jump there and check what is going on here. Their happiness diminished due to low zone quality of life, so they have 11, and national is higher, so it means that they are less happy. So how to improve the civilization score? Civilization score follows the quality of life score, so if we hover, we can see that it's an average, but also the lowest quality of life score has a strong impact on the overall number. So we need to simply avoid having 0 in our health points. So probably we could build a kind of hospital here, but not this round, because probably, let's check assets. Can we build anything? No. Even now we have a problem, and we are building biofuel and supply base and track station. Oh, you can see we will be low on fuel. This is problem. This is a big problem. So we need to solve the industrial points problem and fuel problem. Probably we can decrease, not biofuel, because we need fuel. The supply base can be decreased to 50%. So we have fixed the industrial points problem. But fuel, where we consume the most fuel? In the supply base level 3. But we need it, or we don't need it. We can disable one of the air bases, Great Marina and Redon. Let's double check. It was in the Hollister zone. Great Marina, we need this one, but the other one on north we don't need. So I would, you know what, I can even close it, but using the close option, so there will be this red light visible here. So each round they will receive some damage, and then they will simply be closed, but they will not require workers or any resources. So let's check if it helps. So in Hollister zone, next round, we'll have 23 in the inventory of the zone. The zone will consume 24, but it could consume 30. So we are missing 6 fuel. And in Prairie zone, we will have 14 delivered by SHQ, and we would consume 20. So we also miss 6 fuel in both zones. In Flint, we don't miss any fuel. So still need to do some optimizations, and probably this is the place where we could do it. Our supply base is consuming 45 fuel. Let's locate the supply base. I remember it was here. So currently the supply base is extending our logistics up to this hex, but still this track station is not ready, so we are losing the points anyway. So if we deliver a bit less points to this station, there will be no big loss. Probably this is the only place where I could get some additional fuel. If I will reduce to 75, now let's go to the preview, we can see that our zone will consume 119 and we have 130. So we have 11 additional fuel in this zone. And here we need 6 and here 6. Hollister is more important, so I would like to supply fully Hollister because it's near our front line. So what we can do, because the additional fuel cannot be delivered from SHQ, because in SHQ we don't have it. We have only 33. The additional fuel is in the Flint zone, in the zone inventory. So they have 130 and they will use less. So we need to somehow transfer 11 fuel from here to here. How to do this? We have a special button, transfer. And now I can choose what I want to do. I would like to transfer from zone to the SHQ. And from which zone? From Flint zone. So the first button on the right. And we need to transfer the 11 fuel that will be not used by this Flint zone next round, because we reduce the supply-based production speed. So now,
Yes, sir.
let's do it. You can see that now we have 44 points here. So if we go to the manage, you can see that now they will receive from SHQ 19 and they will need 20, so they are missing only one. And here they will receive 24, so in the zone will be 29, but they would like to consume 30. But still we have a yellow number because they are requesting 25 from the SHQ, but they will receive only 24. So to avoid any risks here, I can simply do another transfer, but this time we transfer from our SHQ to the polyester zone, because currently they have 5 in their inventory and they need 25. And I could hope that SHQ deliver 25, or I can deliver it manually. So I can simply transfer, but this time from SHQ to the polyester zone. So this button. And I will transfer 25. Normally, SHQ is distributing all resources according to the needs. But you can also do this manually to ensure that in specific zones you will have no losses. This is very useful, for example, if you have important constructions, or like in this case, I cannot afford losing any point of fuel there. So let's do the transfer.
Yes, sir.
So now here we can see we have 30 fuel in the stock. And if we go to manage, here all yellow numbers disappeared because we are securing the whole zone consumption in the zone inventory. In the Flint, we are exactly consuming what we have in the inventory. And in the prairie zone, we are missing only one fuel. But this is fine because there is nothing important there. So somehow we have a fuel crisis and we need to micromanage it a bit. But it's good to know that the transfer is an option that can be used in emergency situation when you need to ensure that some buildings or constructions will receive enough of resources. And if we quick preview, I have noticed that this tank probably will be not able to move here strategically because the weight of this tank is nearly 300 and weight of this tank is nearly 500. So I need about 800 logistical points next round. But you can see I have only 560. So probably I need to hide units and change a bit the situation. So in this hex, if I switch to the traffic signs, so I will click this crossroad, clear the 2 custom points that I created before, and here I will add 2000 custom pull points, and I will do not block anything south. And now, if I disable this traffic sign, it means that the points which flow from northeast direction will distribute regarding the priorities and then evenly. So it means that here we have 800 and here 800. And it should be enough to move our tanks. Placing here 2000 doesn't mean that we'll receive 2000, but it means that we are requesting 2000, but the game also will try to distribute according to the other priorities. But for us, this is fine. Next round we should be able to strategically move both tank units. So here I will move this unit 1 hex north to protect the road, because this unit was disbanded, so there was a kind of gap, so better to secure it. And we have 10 political points, so maybe we can optimize our bureaucratic points distribution. For example, Staff Council is spending 40 bureaucratic points for operationalize order of battle, but we don't need this light armor brigades currently, because we don't have fuel, we don't have metal, industrial points. Probably this is very late game option. So I could redirect those points for postures, discovery and custom points. So let's do it. Staff Council, change priorities. I would like to have 50% for postures because this is important, because we have a war. Here probably 25%. Who knows what we will be able to change in future. Operationalize I would decrease to 0, occupation to 0, so here we have 25. Confirm. Oh, now it should be better. Also Interior Council spending 28% on taxation and 5 on interior policies. I will change it. I don't need taxation and I don't need interior policies. Tariffs is not a priority, so can stay as 20%, and 80% will go to all bonuses to improve relations with our leaders. This is important. So confirm. Let's check military research. Here you can see that we are spending more than 100. That's why there is a message. The task research received 131 bureaucratic points. This is more than optimal efficiency of spending bureaucratic points. If you are spending more than 100, there will be some negative modifier. So bureaucratic points has been reduced with 12 bureaucratic points to the 119. So currently, because we are crossing 100, instead of spending 131, we are spending 119. So we are losing 12 points because of this inefficiency. So probably here also we can improve the priorities to avoid the waste. So we need to decrease a bit the research. Probably 75% will be enough. So we'll in parallel research and discover things.
Copy that.
Okay, let's keep the 4 points for next round. And I think this is all in this round. It was quite long round, but we had to sort out some things, because if you have war, you can forget about many details that you usually check. War is very engaging. Sometimes it's good to stop and check your empire. Okay, let's play next round. They are trying to secure the front line south of the capital. Smart. Another water deposit. Nice. But we have many water deposits. Efficiency, continue. We can try to design light aircraft, why not? And finally some postures. Okay. So the interesting part is that they created here some blockade. You can see that from where they have so many units. If we zoom out, you can see they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brigades. So probably there is much more units hidden somewhere out of our recon. And you know what? Here, you can see this Wagner Corporation. This Hexberg is giving them 300 recruits each round. So 10 rounds, 3,000 soldiers. Maybe this is the reason. Probably this should be our target soon, same as this metal mine that we have found on the south. But those guys, what they are doing here? Those are Beastmens. We can check if we can move this unit. We cannot capture this yet, but this is our second goal. So what to do with those Azonia Pax soldiers? They are stronger and probably they have hold the line posture. Please notice that our units decrease the strength, because I forgot to mention you that after changing our formation type, the expected number of infantry is 8, not 10. So in reality, those units need to return 2 subunits of infantry to the SHQ. Those 2 units already returned everyone. You can see that here they return 200 soldiers to the SHQ. They return 200, but they receive tanks, and they still need to return, but they couldn't. Why they couldn't? If we enable logistical layer, you can see that because of the soldiers that they are returning, they also use this logistical line here. And that's why we don't have our logistical points to transfer tanks. So our plan was good regarding those custom pull points, but sadly I forgot that those units here will also use this network to send replacements back and forth. So plan was good, but execution was much worse. So if we jump to the SHQ, you can see that in last round there was 25 units returned to SHQ, and such action is really draining our logistical points. That's why here you can see this empty road. This road is not empty. This road simply, if we check use points, is fully utilizing all logistical points that were available here at the start of the round. So this will be a big bottleneck. But the good thing is that finally we have constructed our track station. So soon we can expect improvement regarding the logistics. Okay, so let's move our units. Here I need to protect Free Folk Town. They are entrenching in the mountains, 200 entrench points, so very good. But I need to move a bit because I need this hex. This hex will be probably our next zone, because this is ideal distance to all ruins, also those ruins, and the metal mine. So here I would like to have a zone in future, so that's why I'm moving this unit. So this can go to the mountains and entrench. You can see 100 by entering the mountains because this is automatic entrenchment in mountains, and maximum is 200. Militia should go south and check what they are doing. We need to keep them away, but regular units should go to the front line. I could try to cut them, but I don't have enough units and I don't want to move those guys because I am low on fuel and they have no tanks, so each movement also will cost me fuel. I will wait for them and we'll see what they will do. But the motorcycles, I need to move them somewhere closer to the logistical lines. Maybe here. But sadly only 100 riders is available.
Yes, sir.
Also those guys should be upgraded. I will move them even here. Let's double check. We can upgrade everyone.
Yes, sir.
So no rush, we need to be patient. I remember we had somewhere old models. Here we have still old models. Maybe I can move back by 1 hex to be safe and upgrade also those guys. Sadly only 2 sub-units can be upgraded.
Yes, sir.
So still 800 waiting for upgrade. We really need logistics here. Okay, let's go north. What we can do here? This machine gun can check this hex. Oh, enemies in this place. But we have here some free folk towns from Azonia. Here, here and here. I would like to capture them. And here we will close the gap. We will create here some defensive line. And the goal changed. We are not advancing. We only need to entrench and prepare better units for advancement. Here, I don't want to attack them because they will move back and I cannot properly encircle them. So I will move those units here. Probably they will be needed on west. Artillery can stay, but motorcycles can move them a bit. And also I would like to upgrade them. Upgrade to have also buggies, because they are experienced, but we don't have enough logistics to use new models. This is second independent battalion. Let's check. So maybe they will upgrade during the replacement phase. And this unit can also advance, but here. Is our airbase closing? Yeah, you can see that they have currently 100 damage points. And at 200 they will be inoperable. But the other one is fully operable and we need to upgrade the level by 1. And in case of track stations and air bases, you can upgrade 2 levels per each city level. This is very important because usually you have only 1 asset level per city level. But so this is very good. So let's construct another level of airbase.
Yes, sir.
And why we need another level of airbase? Because we need also aircraft. Sadly, we cannot deal with them only on the ground. We need to have some advantage in the air. So let's double check. Because last round we have discovered a new version of light aircraft. So let's double check what kind of aircraft we can make. So I would like to have probably another fighter bomber. Because with propeller engine, we always will have very low dogfight. So let's try to take off from the ground. Okay, you can see 20. But if we increase the fuel tank, the dogfight will decrease because we are heavier. So if we want to increase the range, also the dogfight is 16. Probably we cannot have more than 16, 17, even if we would have a normal fighter. That's why this will be fighter bomber, because there is no sense to have separate fighter unit. And we can give them twin Gauss heavy machine gun, so they have air attack 345, so they should protect themselves quite well. But let's try to have some better range. I'm increasing the strength of the propeller engine. Maybe we should also use the better wings, because you remember the atmospheric density is quite low. That's why we need to increase the wingspan to have better lift and try to maybe get some bomb hatch. 500 1000 kilograms, so the soft attack is 300. Can we have more? 1500 kilograms. Can we have 2000? No. So this one. But if we increase the engine power, can we have the heavier one? We can, but with limited range. Maybe we need to increase also fuel tank. 7. Not available. So you know what? This fuel tank, maximum wingspan, and heavy propeller engine can let us to carry 2000 kilograms of bombs, which will give us 480 soft attack. This fighter bomber will be really devastating for enemy forces. But this is a light aircraft, so they need to operate from the air bases level 2. Ultralight can operate from level 1, light from level 2. So we will rename this design to Pax Killer. Of course, our model design is ready, so we can scroll down and prepare a new design of a Pax Killer that maybe will help us during this war. You can see minimum airbase level 2. Design is verified.
Affirmative.
Good. Here a standard decision. We will choose the one that is giving us the most happiness across our leaders and also autocracy, so no other option.
Roger that.
Everyone happy. Training opportunity, very good. Mind or enforcement? Let's double check. We have mind currently, so I will select this one. Mind plus 8.
Yes, sir.
Why not to increase our mind profile, because we need to have maybe curiosity, but this is risky. We need to increase feast by 1 point, because we have 1% to lose this regime feature. Okay, so let's move east. What we have here? Here we don't need 2000 custom pull points, so I can remove this for now. Clear 1 custom pull point. Let's check if we still need to keep the delegations. But so we have 3000 population that could work in public sector, and here we are missing 1400. So currently I would keep them as it is, because still we are missing population, and we cannot send colonies to Hollister because we don't have current logistical points on this route. To fix this situation, also we need to restore here the supply base to 100%, because we decrease it to save on fuel, but this should be very temporary. Now we have 200 fuel. Can we move the tanks? Because the idea was to move the tanks strategically. We can, but only up to here. So let's do it. But the other tanks, can they move? No, we are stuck here with tanks. I cannot move them normally because it will consume a lot of fuel. Okay, so we have here. I need some help to fix this gap, because this guy needs to protect Free Folk Town, which is here. I need to jump to the SHQ, rise formation, and probably motorcycle, but I will reuse the old version of riders. It will cost me nothing, only 2 political power, and this formation can be moved strategically up to here, in the same hex where we had tanks, to simply avoid those guys cut this unit from the supply. So they need to stay here. You guys can... I want to move a bit. Also here. So we have this 800 free folks. This militia probably need to explore this gray area to avoid any risks. And motorbikes go north. I need motorbikes near the front lines. So I would like to move also this motorbike north. I will upgrade them later and send to the front lines. Because here I don't want to stack with so many units. 1 brigade should be enough. So the militia should be used not to fight but to explore and take the land. This militia also. Those guys are out of supply lines, so move back. Here. It looks like we are reaching our options to explore. So maybe I need to go back and use them somewhere else on the south front line. So go back to our metal zone. Here, this militia. I would scrap them because they are consuming fuel and they are not really useful during the fight. You can see they cannot bring any value to the battles, and I need people. We can scrap them.
Yes, sir.
get ammunition, get people, especially people.
Yes, sir.
So this is our way to get more population
Yes, sir.
working in the factories.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In case of trucks, if you scrap them,
Yes,
please
sir.
notice that also I get 28 fuel. I forget about this. Last round I could simply scrap some trucks and I would fix my fuel problems instead of doing the transfers, but we could learn how the transfer works.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no militia, no problem. And you also go and explore. I don't want to move tanks because I don't have fuel. We can move a bit. But I would like to stay in the green supply. So I need to extend the road probably. Maybe small road from here, like 2 hex long, to keep them in the green area. And as we remember, in the prairie zone, we need to increase quality of life and health points. So I will build here a hospital. So construct, government, hospital.
Roger that.
And this should improve the workers' happiness and also prevent bad things happening, because currently you can see that in the last row, 1,800 inhabitants emigrated to Flint. This is risky because population don't want to live in such bad conditions. 11 civilization score, and in the Flint zone we have 49, and in the Hollister we have 27, because this is village, it's level 1, and quality of life is divided by the city level. So in prairie we need to increase the health points and people will stay here. Also the housing technology would help here, but we don't have it. Yeah, we don't have housing. Housing is very good to keep people, especially workers, in place and happy. By the way, I will build here solar panels construct. It will be an upgrade to level 2, because rare metals we can spend, and this is a problem, but I don't have any option. I need energy.
Roger that.
And also I need food, because in the Flint zone, in one round, they will finish biofuel level 2. This will help us with the fuel problem, but it will triple the food consumption. Now the production cost is 300 and it will be 900. So we need to quickly improve food production, but here we have level 3. We cannot build higher than the city level, so the only option is here in prairie. But probably I will use this private dome farm to have it quickly. They produce only 68 for us and 400 for private economy, so I would probably nationalize them. Population is a bit unhappy, but we have quickly food production asset that next round will produce 200. So maybe we can even upgrade this to level 2, which will produce 500. But do we have 10,000 workers? Because here we need 5,000 and here 10. This might be a problem. You can see currently we need 5,000 after those operations because we are constructing assets. Do we have 5,000 here? We have. So maybe this is risky because the low workers' happiness might decrease the amount of population that will join public sector as workers. We will see. Salaries are okay compared to private sector, but the happiness is bad. We need to increase their happiness. That's why we also need this hospital. Everything is connected here. I expect some problems with workers. Let's check our assets if everything is okay. So there are some yellow numbers regarding the industrial points. And now we need to decide what we can sacrifice. Biofuel we cannot. In prairie, we can decrease a bit solar panels to 50%. Hospital, I would like to have hospital. Airbase is also important. So hospital can be also decreased to 50%. Maybe we can decrease the airbase to 75% because the design will take time. So even 50%. Now we should be fine and everywhere we should have white. Okay, now let's go to the Flint zone. Here, let's check what they are doing. They still try to build ice mine community. This one is still closed. So maybe, as someone suggested, I should nationalize this one. Let's do it. This will be our public ice mine. Also, we need water because you can see The water soon also might be a problem, especially if we are investing into food production. So ice mine will be useful to have. I wonder what they will do. Guys, you can simply enable this asset. Okay, so let's check what we can do with our leaders. Do we have any gifts that we can give? 15 political power, medal of merit. Maybe that will be good. Where she is. We need to keep this girl as happy as possible, because later we will not be able to play such cards on her. Let's do it. So currently she has Hero of the Nation, Company, and Medal of Merit. Also Medal of Merit increases her Charisma bonus, so it's plus 20 currently, because of the Hero of the Nation and Medal of Merit. And we need this skill as interior. So those two will also increase by 1 the increase of relation. We can think of moving her back to the position, maybe in next rounds. Okay, not much to do. So let's go to the SHQ and let's upgrade some units, because there were many units sent back to SHQ. We have Zero Gun version 2. We need to upgrade them. But then we'll have a problem with industrial points. Oh no, I will not upgrade them. That will be risky. So check if we can move those units. We need to finalize those nomads, but they can escape south. So let's move here and attack. But I will not use buggies. I don't want to risk.
All clear,
You know,
sir.
there is always some 5% or stuff like that to have a random hit. And they are quite experienced. And I would like to keep their experience and use them. Maybe move here and disband. I would like to propagate those units across motorbikes, but we can continue our movement here and deal with those guys. 2 machine guns and motorbikes should be enough. By the way, we can upgrade them to the version 2. So those baggage should go to them. I could even transfer them manually, but it's too late. Let's play next round. Okay, they are trying to protect the capital instead of attacking our forces. And they move back? No, they don't. We need to do something with those mutants. We are out of supply in one place. Something to check. Oh, another war with minor regime. We have discovered RPG infantry army. Another medal of merit may be useful. And import tariff increase. Great. So let's check what happened. Enable minimap. What happened here? This is risky, but that's why we have sent here motorbikes to deal with such situations. And this militia can take some land. Now we will cut them. Okay, here. Who is there? Where are you going? Our motorbikes need to be a bit closer. Maybe they need to help here. Exploration. In general, militia should... Oh, what's that? Fertility hill, another one. Oh, waste belt. There's increase to research bonus points. Very good. Go back to the food area and you can go south. Let's do the obvious movements. You need to go... maybe I should keep them here, or I can move them somewhere else. Take some land. Go back. Let's check who they are. Marauders. 1200. Not strong units, so we should be able to deal with them. This unit can drive here. They are disbanding. Holy Star Zone. They are moving west, so we need to deal with them currently. Maybe it's a good moment to attack those units from multiple directions. Let's check the odds. Let's include also artillery. Let them fight.
Open fire! Open fire!
Oh, we have some
All
losses.
clear, sir.
You can see that even 25mm gun can score a pin on combat armor enemies if they are weak. So we can move back. Here we need to cut them. Increase recon. Maybe this round we will... Well, maybe we can try. If we can attack them or not. Let's attack. Why not? They have minus 75% because of the supply. It was easy. And now we can move back. And continue our advancement. How the air base is doing? I would increase to 100% currently. The logistics looks much better than before. Maybe I will jump to the SHQ and now we can have enough industrial points to do the upgrades.
Yes, sir.
200 soldiers.
Yes, sir.
Because then they can be sent back as replacements to our units. This is militia, so I cannot upgrade them. 500 riders. We can rise new formation using the old version of riders. Such units are not a complete waste. They might be useful, especially in the places like here, where we need even weak units that will simply fight non-aligned forces. Those two normally could be scrapped, but they are helpful in that area. So go back here. What is our posture? We don't have any. Maybe we should change the posture to a defensive one, because currently we are weaker. Let's do it. Yeah, I will play normal defensive posture. We need to be careful. So in this hex, there is 1,300 free folks. I would like to move them to our zone. Do we have force relocation card? No, sadly we don't have. This unit might be at risk. And I have non-upgraded units also. Let's upgrade them and send some help. So they accumulated here 4 units, and this is good, because then they don't know that our real target is here, this path, because I don't have enough forces to take this city currently. Okay, so now let's check this area. We need some recon also, so maybe moving by 1 hex, and now I see they have still old riders. We need to upgrade you guys. But I cannot upgrade. 47.6. Where is their pickup point? Here. So they don't have enough logistical points. If you don't know how many logistical points is available in that hex, because it can be unclear, because you can see here 173, but it's not true, you can simply try to rise a formation, select any formation, and here you will see you have 15 logistical points in that hex. And this is the amount of points that connects you with the SHQ. So we have only 15, that's why we cannot upgrade this unit. So they can move also here and do some recon. Quite big unit is trying to hold the line. As usual, probably we need to encircle them. How to do it? Maybe we need to move this way. But they have more units, so we need to slowly move this way. And machine guns here. So this is a preparation, but I see that they have quite many units and also big artillery. This is 240mm howitzers. Only 70 attack, but still they have 3 attack per round, can be dangerous to our units. We need to be careful. They have regiments. I have only battalions. So still we cannot transfer our tanks. You can see 600 usage points, 900 usage points. That's why our logistical lines are not ready for this. We had 700 and 1000 available. Next round the situation will improve because finally this track station will start working. And I can show you that what I was explaining before. If I would close this to redirect the traffic north, please notice that even if we have here a refocus that consume 57% of our logistical points and then 25% because this is first refocus, even with that, we are able to receive 3,900 and we are able to forward 3,000, nearly 900. We are losing mainly 80 logistical points. So the refocus is nearly neutral if we have here track station level 2. But I don't want to block any points. So next round, the situation should be much better. And our tanks will be needed near the front line. So how much I need additionally? 300 and 500 for this tank. So nearly 800 will be nice to have. So I will add here a custom pull point marker. At least 500 I would like to add on top of the existing one. So I'm increasing additionally the demand on this line. Maybe next round I will be able to move strategically those tanks, because you can see still we are nearly at the edge of our fuel production. So what is going here? Can we finally take this hex? Yes, the mine is ours. Very good. We need to block them. I hope they will not take this one. That would be bad. This unit can hide in ruins and have 125 entrenchment. We need to block those guys. Who knows what they are planning? Oh, we know what they are planning. They declared a war. So this militia might be in danger. Not good. We need to send some help. But from where? But let's hope they will behave properly. But those guys, please look at the unit. Those are Beastmens, are especially viable strain of mutants that are well adapted to the planet and very strong for mutants. They seem to be able to live off the land without any problems. So 110 defense and 43 soft and 24 hard attack. They are not strong guys, so we can deal with them probably, but it depends what are their numbers. 600 beastmen, because I can see that here there are many units. Let's switch to the normal logistics. We cannot do any strategical movements. In general, custom pull points, you can use them if you predict that in next round you will need strategical movement or you will buy some additional units. By the way, let's enable minimap and this one. You should do a strategic movement. Where? Close to the front line, as close as you can. Maybe they can even go north to clean this area and then join our forces. Now let's go back. Can we build soldiers? We should build soldiers to keep the units full. Maybe, let's say 700. And we missed 20 tanks, but they are quite expensive. Maybe not yet. I need to solve the fuel problem. So how our assets are doing. We have finalized the biofuel. Very good information. And supply base. Track station is ready. In Prairie, we have problem with workers because we have yellow numbers here. So probably they are migrating to Flint and this is a reason. So hospital 100%. Let's preview. Solar panels 100%. And in Hollister, airbase 100%. You can see that even they disabling schools. So private assets, so not good. We have a problem with quality of life in Prairie. We need to fix this. Go to Prairie. Guys, what are you doing? You can see 300 immigrated from Hollister, but we need also people in Hollister. So the good thing is that nobody emigrated and some people immigrate. But we have a problem to recruit enough workers because the happiness is low and we cannot provide enough workers to the amount of jobs that we need in our assets. Public guys shouldn't have a problem with that. So why they disabled this asset? Can you enable it? Or maybe it's because they are afraid of big debt. Maybe I should decrease the sales tax because you can see I am causing big debt on their economy. So Maybe let's do it. In nation, decrease sales tax. Can you do it? But she is not very capable. Or maybe it's time to change the interior. Let's double check. Call her.
Standing by. I'm on it.
I will give you other job.
I'm on it.
And next round, Neda will go back and be a great interior council, and then we can fix the relation and taxes. We have 8 points and we miss people. First, I need to check decisions because we don't know how many political power we can spend. McGregor wants a party, so choose something what will make everyone happy. Looks like this is the perfect option. Everyone will be happy. Incident. No, this guy is unhappy and we have incidents. In general, population is angry. What we can do? We should do something that will make our guys happy. No other option.
Copy that.
Policy speech, very important. Heart or fist? Fist is 37. So do you want to go into heart? Moral bonus would be nice to have. And charge, stratagem. And here we will get adjustment bonus and fluid defense. Fluid defense is very good stratagem. Maybe it's worth to wait few rounds and have mind. Now this is capital of Azonia Pax, so I will rather not choose this option. Soldiers morale or victory points. How much do we have? From 24 to 25. Maybe we can do it. We need to have more population or 4% of soldiers morale. But they already have quite high morale. It will be difficult to have higher. Maybe the victory points will be fine. I will go for the victory points. We need to capture more land and have more population. Let's do it.
Sir, yes, sir.
But it means that we have increased heart profile. Okay. I will keep the target, but we don't need now this kind of army. Archibald would like to found a statue. Okay. This guy is very unhappy. Always dissatisfied. But I have no other choice. I need to found the statue. Let's do it. I don't have political power to upgrade our city. So our secretary will decide. Not many options. We have 5 points. We will probably keep them for the next round. I see that food is decreasing and water is decreasing. So let's double check our assets. And food production and food consumption. Probably in Flint, it's because of, you can see, biofuel will consume nearly 1000 food as expected. But we have made another one here in Prairie. We have our dome level 1. So they should produce, maybe we should start level 2 to produce more food. That would be a good idea, but we don't have enough workers, so we cannot produce too much. I need to solve the situation here. I need to send here workers, 600.
Roger that.
Move back to this zone and help. Of course, this is not enough. Maybe I need to delegate some asset, like solar panels. Ah, by the way, you cannot delegate assets that are inside the city. You can see? Delegate assets only in rural hexes, so only if the this one could be delegated, and we will do it. But this is good to know, that you cannot delegate assets from here, only the one outside the city. So let's delegate because they are consuming a lot of population, and Flint zone would be better for this activity. So next round, this should solve our problem. And also, because in Flint, they don't have problem with population. I would like to upgrade this asset, but you can see I cannot upgrade. It's because I delegated. So I need to undelegate, revoke, and now construct. Now I can upgrade. So let's start the upgrade.
Roger that.
And now we can delegate this upgrade to Flint and also this asset to Flint. So both are delegated. And we can check if in Hollister we need the delegation, because here, what's the situation with workers? So you can see sooner or later you will have problem with workers. Still we are missing some people, but maybe supply base could be undelegated. Let's check our soldiers, if we can upgrade them, those guys, because we still need to upgrade units. Oh, we can, but not everyone. 5 units can be upgraded. Oh, good enough. Probably we can move slowly our units here, especially the ones without tanks. Or do you think there is anyone here Maybe we can check, but we don't have enough movement points to get it. Maybe next round. Well, let's move a bit here. Next round we will try to capture this if there is no one there, but we don't know. What's that? This is ice mine. Would be good to have, but we need to protect 2000 free folks. But maybe slow advancement. This unit can move by one. There is no one there. Okay, let's stay like that and go back to this brigade, 4th infantry. What we can do? We can extend this road a bit. How much do we have? We have some points though. By 2 tiles, and we need to advance. Not too far. Do some recon. Move here. You stay. Block them. Here we have ruins. Not enough units to cover everything. So probably the units will be needed here. This is frozen river, so it's not giving them a protection. But why we don't have enough water? Let's say water. We have water consumption because of the food production. So we need to increase water production. But I was hoping that the private assets will do it. Why you cannot enable this, guys? Let's do it. Let's play next round. They are moving back. Very good. And attacking us. We have lost 200. It was big concentration and they penetrated our defense lines. And mutants are coming. Not good. We killed 100, we lost 200. Water purification. Applied science found a new education methods. Infiltration, new kind of posture. Okay, guys. What is this? Also here. Beastmens, what are you doing? We cannot leave it this way. But first things first. Let's check those guys. We need to do some recon probably. What do we have here? We have 2 units. First unit, hold the line. Okay. Machine guns. 1000 defense. So we cannot touch them. Those guys, those are the guys that did the breakthrough. They have charge, posture, and don't have machine guns. Maybe this is the opportunity who we have to attack them. We have our assault infantry battalion. But first we need to change the posture. So what we have? Blitzkrieg. We have tanks, we need to have blitzkrieg. Very good. And now we have here 2 units. 1st and 3rd assault infantry battalion. So the first one will go and try our enemies. 10 to 1 is a good odd because we have plus 60%, plus 70% because of our commanders, plus 50% because of experience. Readiness could be better, and they have negative modifier because they are in full charge. So we can use this opportunity that they are exposing their weakness in defense. Attack. Go, guys. Do something. 1 hit.
Do no harm? Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
very good. In general, the idea was to simply weaken them. They are now much weaker and they depleted their action points. What does it mean? It means that the 3rd infantry battalion, which is fresh, can now go and deal with them. They don't have enough action points to fully fight, which means
Do no harm?
they need
Yeah.
to surrender.
Right.
That's why I did 2 attacks and not only 1. And they lost whole battalion. We cut the head of the snake that leaked into our empire. And because we have quite many logistical points, thanks to our 2nd level of track station, now our great Avengers, which have 71 experience, can do a strategic movement by pressing letter S on the keyboard and move closer to the front lines. And if we are doing strategical movements, now this tank can go where? They can go here to help with those mutants. Finally, our Logistical points allow us to transfer tanks, which also means that we can clear this custom pull point marker because it can affect the distribution of logistics. So clear custom pull points if you don't need them. So what we can do here? Wagner Corporation. I would like to capture this one. Here we have unit with tanks and here only infantry. So maybe infantry would be better. I can jump there and the camp is ours. Now we need to keep it. From the south side, I simply would like to capture airbase to avoid any air attacks. And we can use this airbase also for our air attacks if we will connect this road with our road, but not this round. So the mutants are quite annoying. Maybe we can block them and move more units. Headquarters here. We need to stop those guys. They cannot behave like that. And tanks will help us. But you need to protect our back. And this unit, I doubt they will continue the journey because we are somehow limiting their supply lines. They still can get supplies from here, but here are mountains. So they cannot go too far from this hex. So I will only keep here motorbikes with buggies as a protection. And slowly we can move a bit and advance. But not too far. We need to be careful. For example, this unit might be in danger in my opinion if they will attack from 3 sides. But they are in defensive posture. No, they have charge. Oh, finally I see their tanks. 174 and 265. But they are... Oh, they have high velocity gun. So they are anti-tank guys. They can be dangerous to our tanks. You can see nearly 700 heart attack. This is risky. So I will stay here. So if they are in full charge, they will probably attack. But where? I would like to keep the free folk towns. We need to protect a bit this area. But machine guns, let's go here and try to defend. At all cost, we need to keep the road and the airbase. OHQ can move and command from the airbase. Those guys simply need to help. Artillery to the front line and you probably to the airbase, just in case. Do we have anyone here? We have bikers. We can use strategic move to also jump. Maybe here to have better recon. I somehow opened this area, but I doubt they will come here because we could easily cut them from the supply lines. Also, I don't care about them because they are dying, but it's risky. It's quite risky because they are stronger and have risky postures. So I'm not sure how it will evolve, but I hope the tanks will recover their readiness. We have fuel, so maybe, but the worrying part is the tank that has high velocity gun. So the situation is difficult, but we have better logistics. Here we need to stay. Here, this one is risky, so let's double check. Oh, 3 fork marauders, but they have tanks. And what I can do with them? Not much. Can only stop and check what they will do. But the tanks are not very strong, so you know what? I need to create here more units. Maybe this infantry can go here or south. And here we will create from our SHQ machine guns using the SHQ units, so for free. And also I will raise buggy formation also from SHQ, so only paying 2 political power. We need to have more units here. Okay, maybe this will help. So jump here. Also not good situation, but nothing can do. This militia can only go south. We need to surround them and wait. This militia can do some exploration. And here you can see last round this river was frozen. And this round, now if I would attack them, you can see there is river modifier, but it's 4 hit points. So they will have better chance to hit us. But we have more units, maybe we can attack them. Why not to gain some experience? Oh, even losses.
All clear, sir.
But the attack was quite good. We killed everyone. No, one unit retreated. No, motorbikes cannot chase them, but one unit can stay here. And the rest can probably go there. And now we need to prepare a situation for those guys. But tanks would be good. But they are on ruins. So this is bad because they have entrenchment. And in ruins also tanks have 50% attack modifier. So this unit can explore a bit. Another free folk town. Very good. We need people. So this unit will only protect this river. So we can move here. Slowly surround them. Probably tanks should be used even on desert. And headquarters. Militia. Let's take this one. But we don't want to stay out of supply. We have here Topothion territory. Relation unclear. I need to stay here. Maybe even here. Here only capture some land and protect. This guy, I'm not sure. It would be good to have some border guards to protect just in case this area, but from the other side I need militia in other places, so maybe let's move them here. You know what? I can even create here a small 50 custom pull points to strategically move those guys, because their weight is 64, so no, probably I need 100. And I will move them here. So here I need also 100. Okay. Here, exploration. We need to get this one to have more experience for our governor. Also, we discovered enemy. But first things first. How they are doing? Low morale, but high readiness. Can we attack? Not really. So we need to attack from multiple directions next round. So this guy is risky. Probably they will go here, but maybe not. Okay, decisions. Finally, Neda will go back as interior.
Order received.
Let's hope that she will be good interior this time. Supreme, of course, only political power.
Roger that.
No changes. Let's double check assets, because you can see only yellow numbers. We have problem with workers and with industrial points. So let's fix first industrial points. So in Prairie, we have problems because we are building too many constructions at once. So 50% hospital and 50% solar panels should fix the situation. And the other problem is with people, but how to fix that? Let's go back and check. Also, by reducing the construction speed, we are reducing the amount of workers needed. So instead of 1000, I will need only half. So we are reducing the amount of jobs required. If we preview, also food is very risky. Next round will be 9 in SHQ, and our armies consume around 400. So this is bad. The biofuel need to decrease the production probably 50%. Maybe even too risky, maybe 25. I don't want to risk. We can always increase next round. So we have problem with people. To fix this problem, we need more people. So maybe we will call Rico.
Standing by for orders.
Go to slave traders
Roger that.
and buy population. We have money and they are quite cheap. 500 for 2000 population. The price of a population is really good and we need population, so why not to buy them? Only Rico will be unhappy. I don't know why.
Roger that.
You will have more people in your zone, Rico, so 2000 more. They should be fine. Let's hope. We can also scrap some cards. So in nation, mercenary and support faction. Nothing more. Probably nothing more to scrap. We need rest of the cards. By the way, how is Jiggins' relation? Because I remember he was unhappy. Yeah. What we can do to you? Oh, he's happy because Neda came back and company gift is also working. Maybe it will be not bad. 41. You know what? We can give him Hero of the Nation. He will need a bonus to charisma anyway, so let's do it. And there will be small improvement to the relation.
Sir, yes, sir.
But how is your relation, Jiggins? 50. So improved, not much. But it's 50, and below 50, bad things happen. Let's do some trade. I would buy machines, even 7.
Yes, sir.
I need to collect them. How much we have? 1,500. Also, I would buy 1 high-tech,
Yes, sir.
just for future. And we can sell something, but what? The metal price really decreased, but fuel price is very high. But we don't want to sell fuel. And rare metals. We have rare metals, we can maybe sell 40.
Yes, sir.
So at the end, we are not bad regarding money. Let's check the Empire dashboard. Our demands. We have 11 rounds to increase the victory points. So 1 point more and we'll be okay. Bureaucratic points increased a lot. We need to check if there are any tasks that have more than 100. Here, in Discovery, we have more than 100. So it's not optimal spending. Also, do we need prospecting? Let's double check. No, there is nothing we can find. So, Economic Council,
Standing by for
priorities.
Copy
We need
that.
to change that. 0 to prospecting, 0 to economic policies. You need to focus mainly on discovery, but it will be 75% and 25% on research.
Copy that.
Okay, let's check other organizations. Staff Council already optimized. Here we already optimized. We are crossing 100 a bit, but it's not big loss. We need to really speed up the research. Model could be in. We can increase the spendings for model, but maybe not this round. So next round we should have also light aircraft. Okay, we are spending quite effectively the points. Victory overview. We are second. They have much more population, which is bad. We have more planet, but they have more population. This is worrying. And Azonia doesn't look good compared to us, but they have strong army. So probably most of their population are soldiers currently, but we'll deal with them somehow. Okay, and let's check quality replacements. So for infantry, everyone is already upgraded. So we have only soldiers in version 4. For machine guns, here 200 and here 100, but they will be upgraded, but I have only 100 in SHQ, so probably I need to buy more next round. Buggies, mainly in version 3. Motorcycles, we have still quite many old motorcycles. And I can show you something that, for example here, 4th Independent Battalion allow old models. But you can control it also from the unit level. So if we find across our motorbike battalions, the 4th one, so here, and now if we go to the unit administration, we can also control the quality here from the unit level. So for example, they currently allow low quality, but I can tolerate, and I need to click update. And now if you go back, you can see that here for the 4th battalion, it changed to tolerate. So you can change it here, or you can change it from the unit administration level, and it will apply to the formation. In this case, this is independent formation, so only for this unit. And last thing, this round, this airbase, as you remember, they are still closing it. And currently they have 300 damage. They are inoperable because we crossed 200. But to be completely removed, we need 1200. But I think each round probably there will be some probability. We'll see if we will disappear before 1200 damage. Probably it's 10% for each additional 100, I would say. We'll see. Okay, nothing more. Let's jump to the next round. Oh, near the volcano there is some movement. Maybe we need to move back the militia. What they will do? Okay. They are still advancing. Try to cut us from the supply. But this is risky also for them. No attack. This is strange. We didn't lose anything. Oh, and we are out of supply, and they lost 500. Very good. This is 500 killed nomads. And bureaucracy, probably soon it will end. No, we have 10 rounds more. So we have full strength soon. Yeah, this is our hope. Wasp. And another good news. Charge goes small arms. And rocket engine. Guys, it looks like our aircraft can be soon quite effective. Because rocket engine on this planet will give us a really good range. Oh, if we increase technological level, also we get Fate Stratagem pack. So let's check. Those are our stratagems. This is a hex perk in the zone that will increase research. I like this card. There is meat, there is music, and the drinks are on the strategos. Very good card. And Galactic Republic robots will support us. Sadly, we have only one fate point, so maybe we'll play the robots. Another Blitzkrieg, very good. Official gift also will be very useful. Okay, let's check the front line and we'll slowly finalize this episode. What they are doing, what's the posture, this is important. Hold the line. We are hunting for somebody. What's this? Defeat in detail. Double concentric attack bonus, but reduce defense. Oh, this is quite a rare card. Probably they want to attack this unit. And you? Hold the line. I was hoping that he will exposure himself on our attacks. But he is alone here. And this guy, he is risking. We managed to keep Wagner, so we should have, let's check. We have more recruits, not 300, but we have 600 thanks to the expert. And they are out of supply somehow because of this guy and their movements. So very good. Maybe here we can do something and move the units south. Keeping them here will be risky. And they do not advance, so they notice our presence here. Here no big changes, but we are out of supply, but it will be easy to fix. And here they moved back. Very good, because I was afraid of fighting in ruins, but this is very good. And here they are really damaged. Maybe we can attack them. Okay, let's finalize this episode here. If you have any comments and suggestions, please share. This is very useful. We play and learn together. Thank you very much. See you later.